Presenting His Eminence, our imperious leader.
Good evening. Hello, Simon. How you doing? Welcome on. I think you're the only one on at the moment. Nice to have you on. Just checking everything's right. Can you hear me and see me and all the other stuff? Well, I think that hopefully that's about it, really. Got myself a drink. I'm drinking a can of Heathen. It's quite potent. Anyway, yeah, happy Saturday night. And let's just get the... Oh, thanks. That's good to know. Yeah, so we're going to do a bit of King's Quest. I don't know if you're familiar with the game at all. It's an Xbox One title. I'm going to start it from the beginning. We'll just play along with it and see how far we get. It's a bit of fun. Hopefully it's gonna work. Yeah, a bit of King's Quest, Mrs. Synth Monkey. Your favourite. It is a can of He-Man, actually. It's probably more of a can. Yeah, I suppose it's by Northern Monk. It's quite strong, actually. So this should make the playing a little bit different. Maybe slightly better. Oh, thank you. That's good to know. So we're going to go straight in. So you're this dude. I think his name's Graham. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm waiting for an intro. I'm waiting there for an intro and it's already started. So anyway, we'll carry on. So yeah, just got. I guess we just. I forget how to play this. It's been ages since I've. I suppose it's, if you know any of the King's Quest games, they're originally like adventure games, like point and clicky type things. It's a really good game actually for an adventure game. Let's give that a bit more oomph. It's one of those where you have to press the button millions of times to wind the well up the bucket. And it looks like we're going down.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
Now, do you recognise the voice? Now, this is narrated by Christopher Lloyd. There's quite a few people in this, actually. Yeah, it is a good game, actually. I have actually completed it, but there's quite a few chapters to it. So we're probably just going to do chapter 1 tonight. I think there's 6 chapters altogether. We're just going to have a little walk around chapter 1. I know Mrs. Tenth Monkey loves this game. It's one of her favourites. So we've gone down the well. What's the little bell for?
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
It's great having Christopher Lloyd as the narrator in this, though. There's quite a few people. There's Wallace Shawn as well. So if any of you are Star Trek lovers, you might know Grand Nagasek from Deep Space Nine. I think he's been quite a few other characters.
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to.
Yeah, it's a bit Tomb Raider-y. I would say it's not. It's more of a medieval sort of. It's not quite the same. It's not the action. It's probably set at different. They're set at different times, but obviously this.
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch.
So, it's kind of like one of those, so you've got to hit the right one to start with. And I take it we can just walk across now. It is quite weird. You get like these sort of mattresses floating around the top.
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Okay. Now I think I know why the mattresses are there.
Wait,
There was a reason for this.
Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn.
So basically what it is,
No detail in this
he's
story
telling the
will be
story to his
Now,
granddaughter.
where was I? Ah, yes.
This
As
is
I
it.
treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind.
What's causing all the wind, eh? And I know it's not me.
Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth. And
There's
claws
something
once.
down there. Looks a bit dragony.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story?
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking.
By the way, excuse all the
beast of a
boxes in
dragon
the
was
background.
wafting in
I
my way to
was having a sort out the other day, and
My way.
I've still got a bit of unpacking
Add
to
a
do.
shinier hat to my collection.
Some stuff I look at, I think, I don't know if I really want to unpack that, but I've got to do something with it. Probably best to sell it, really, if I don't want to unpack it. Okay, so this is kind of like
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
you have to do certain things in a certain order. I would love to go and stroke the dragon. Here we go. We've got another mattress.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap.
Whoops. I think we may be stroking that dragon in a minute, Simon.
To hide.
That was close. Yes, that was very close.
That half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
Right, now I can try and do this bit.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Okay, so I'm missing something that goes on there.
What did you use to fix the broken
Aha,
switch?
there we go. I was already carrying it. I don't remember picking it up. But... Okay, it's quite a fierce bridge.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch.
Yeah,
mounted
dragon,
to the
dragon,
cave
dragon.
wall.
Right, I'm gonna let's go and see if we can get around here without being burnt to a crisp.
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
Okay, so we got to dodge these spiky, floaty things with a. Okay, it's got a sleeping person in it. So that's where I need to get to. He's... Oh, that's done it. I've woken him up now. Damn it. So, quick, get... Let's get in the conveniently placed bed that's there. It's kind of a green bogey. Anyway, how's your Saturdays going, everyone? I know most of us have been working today. I have. I think you have as well, haven't you, Simon? Nice to be home, I suppose. Oh, I need to get in here now. I'm not gonna... I could go up to the dragon, what do you reckon? Is there a save thing? I believe you can't save it. You can only save it at certain intervals, I think. Hang on, let's just turn that down. Hopefully that'll be better. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go and stroke the dragon. Let's go up the top. Tempting as it is.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Yeah, and it's good to have you on. I bet it's nice to be home, that's for sure. What to do something like this is take your mind off what's going on out there and the horrible weather, and yeah, the weather's not good tonight, so hope you're all keeping safe wherever you are. It's a bit pants. What the hell am I supposed to do? I've totally forgotten now. Yes, there's a wheelie thing. Maybe I need to... don't know, perhaps I'm supposed to shoot it with something. And there it is. Thought he was going to let one go then. I tell you what, you'll find out the character that he's just taken the bow and arrow off, you'll find out later on who that is. Excuse me. I hope not. I wasn't looking that close. Someone's been doing skiddies in the bed. Oh my god, there we go. Now, the floor's looking a bit dodged now. Something tells me when I go back over this again, it's going to collapse.
The mirror called out to me.
So I need this mirror. The dragon's got it, he's guarding it, so I need to try and find a way down there. Now, if I remember this...
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Oh, I see, so I have to feed this dragon. Right, now I've done that, I've got to try and hopefully the dragon will stop. Oops. I don't think it will let me, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I might have to do this bit again. Now, hopefully he's gone to sleep now, so I can... let's try this again. I think I've just pissed him off slightly. We've got an everlasting supply of meat. So what if I just ring the bell without the... Don't think I'm timing this correctly. I'm more interested in trying to get that bit of steak. I don't know. It's definitely got some sort of stain on it. One I wouldn't want to find out what it is. Right, I'm gonna have to wait for the... hopefully he's gonna eat his food and fall asleep now, so then I need to get down there. Ah, this is just... I think this is the bit where he's gonna have a kip now. Oh. Oops. I think I just got eaten. Right, okay, that wasn't a good idea. So that didn't work. So as if I ring the bell without any meat on it, I think he gets a bit of a... So that's my way down, I think. No, he didn't like that. Right. Maybe what I've got to do is run the other way. So if I get some, let's do this.
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Aha. So it delivered it over to that side at that time. I think I need to get him to go over the other side and then go over to that side on the platform. I think that's what I've got to do. It's been a while since I played this. I've completely forgotten. All this bell ringing, it's giving me a headache. Let's try and pinch his mirror now. Don't know if this is going to work. I think I'll just... Whoopsie. Run! Run, Forrest, run. Oh dear. I had a sneaky suspicion that was going to happen. I don't think that... unfortunately, I don't think they wrote that into the game. Oh my goodness. He's trying to get through the wall now. We're doing a bit of... This is where it pays to remember which button's in the right place. Ow. That was close. I'll try and duck in a minute. Something tells me Mr. Dragon's round the corner. Whoops. Oh, I shot that. Ah, for goodness sake.
I guess you could.
There we go. Oh, I've got to do all this again. Oh, that definitely pissed him off. There we go. Oh dear. I wouldn't tease the dragon. Oh dear. I'm being flattened by a mattress.
Let me guess.
Right, let's try and get out of here. Oh man. Ah, that's where I went wrong. I was trying to go around it the other way. And another one.
With the magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with. And the
Don't remember
kingdom
Daventry
would
being that
become-
wild. It's up near Coventry, isn't it, Daventry? Oh dear. That's what the
That
little bell was
split
for.
second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
There we go. Oh, I shot him. That was a bit mean, wasn't it? I think you can award extra points for not being mean. He-Man. by the powers of Grayskull.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled.
That's a hell of a beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king.
Yeah, I know. Sorry,
Everyone knows that.
Mrs. Tenth Monkey. I know you like the dragon.
Can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right.
Yes, I believe you do. Eventually, you get a sword, a bow and arrow,
Everything.
and
When can I learn to shoot like
it's more.
that?
I wouldn't say it was an action game. It's like I say, you go along and solve puzzles and
This wasn't the first time
Things like
when
that.
I'd eye with that hideous beast. And while that shot was certainly in self-defense, that arrow was a bit vengeful, I'm afraid. But let's continue that story in the daytime. It's about to get a tad more scary.
Dragons don't scare me, even those with all their eyes. If I ever come across that
Pardon
dragon,
me?
I'll finish
just
him off.
burps, by the way.
And I'll be
So
known throughout Daventry
just
as
wanted to say
Gwendolyn
pardon
the
me.
Brave.
That's quite a that's quite a bold plan. One that requires a steadfast gut and a deft hand.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Let's go.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
Woohoo! I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Magic fruit. Now that sounds interesting. Who's up for a bit of magic fruit, everyone? So, you do get a sword. It's about me becoming a king and getting old as an old king. So you see all the way through your life. It's quite a good game. It's very big.
Guards!
It's her brother.
Well, hello, cousin. I'm glad you're.
Oh, it's a
finally
cousin.
here.
Sorry.
He's been asking about you for
It's
days.
close.
I had to
Definitely
say the
some
same
sort of
story
relation.
5 times.
We got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast he went eye to eye with. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before, or if he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves.
Magic
Grandfather is
elves.
fine,
Oh, we all need a magic
They all
elf.
say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored.
He's
to
a bit
win
annoying,
and
isn't
make
he?
Sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn.
It's a bit like that, isn't it? It's a bit Hogwarty. Actually, saying that, of my wife, Mrs. Synth Monkey, is a massive Harry Potter fan, and yeah, she was saying about the Hogwarts game
Come in,
on the
Gwendolyn.
Xbox.
You can set those
I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen trailers for it. I don't know if it's any good at all, so I'd be interested to know.
3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me.
It's quite
Now,
expensive
let's
as well,
talk
by the look of
about
it.
Far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well,
So we're going to do a bit of
we'll find
fencing.
out.
And that's not the stuff in your back garden either.
If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of
Here we go. A quick-witted distraction.
the problem in a different way. Finding a clever distraction to create a moment of victory. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. Well,
Yeah,
was
me
a
too.
mushy
I saw the
young
trailers for
man
that.
before the night before I'd been to
It did look
Daventry,
pretty good.
before
Graphic-wise,
I'd
it
seen
looked
him
amazing. But I don't know what the gameplay's
play
like.
about a tournament that
Sometimes some of these games, they have like really good graphics.
It's a long
You know,
story.
good action scenes and everything, but the gameplay sucks. But I don't know. I've heard mixed things,
Well,
but
try
it'd
'em.
be nice to know
Looks
if
as
anyone's
good a
got
place
it
as any
and
to check
had a go on it.
Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
That's what is that? It's like some sort of deformed guinea pig. Oh. Whoops. Oh damn. I'm supposed to avoid hitting the boulders here. Ah, smash. Oh, the new Flight Sim looks incredible. Flight Sim 2024.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcome the sight of an actual.
It does. It looks really good, actually.
Civilization.
I do fancy doing a bit of simulation at some point. I have got a special simulator I want to do on the next stream, and yeah, I'll leave it at that. But I've got a simulator I'm going to try. It's not a flight sim. It's not goat sim either. I've done that one. There, Mrs. Synth Monkey.
Hey, over here!
I could have sworn the parade of hopeful knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So,
Do you know what? It's blowing an
how'd you
absolute
get
hoolie outside at the moment. I could hear the wind sort of howling through the windows. I don't know if you can hear that. It's picking it up on the microphone, but yeah, it's quite windy down this neck of the woods, and that's for a change. It's not inside the house.
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece.
Ah, yes. I need to find the mouthpiece for that. I have no idea where I'm going now, so...
Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its
What's it like in your neck of the woods at the moment, Mr. Jessup?
big
Is it a bit windy down there?
leave triumph.
Oh, bloody hell. I bet that's mad. Actually, I bet that's pretty rough down there tonight. Yeah, if you're right on the sort of front near the sea, you're going to be getting a bit of a hammering down there, I would have thought. Oh, where am I going?
All that graceful rappelling, I was certainly not headed back that way.
Oh no, don't want to go that way. I have no idea where I'm going now. There was something back there. No, it was just that signpost thing. Okay. Just going around in circles. Let's go up here then.
Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
See if I can pick that bunny up. Oh no, he's gone. That's a cheap way of cleaning your van, Simon. Yeah, I'm dreading to see how many leaves the trees dropped in the garden. As long as it hasn't blown all the fences over, I'll be fine. I feel like I'm walking to East Wittering at the moment. It's quite... I don't know where I'm going. I have no idea. I'm just going for a walk in the woods. Let's get those rabbits. Okay, so I've...
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for.
Aha! Oh, bugger it.
Shame. The only tool left.
I'm going to follow that bunny, even now I've got an axe.
And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
That's what I was thinking. Let's try and chop it down. Let me see if I can walk across the water.
There was no reason to chop down that perfectly good tree.
Okay then, so we go back and maybe I can walk across those stone things. Follow that bunny, yes. That was my S&B toolkit. I think there was exactly the same items in it as well, I think, if I remember rightly.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should
Okay,
never
then.
sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like
Someone who talks to goats.
Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed.
Never a good sign.
Just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a ow or a oh? Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered, but it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
I was trying to skip the
I
sequence,
massage
but
this into my
you
skin
can't.
twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey. I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait. You're stuck here with me. Every bridge in is out. and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine strapping young man like
He's
you
stuck
can
here
help
with
me
an
fix
S&B
this wheel.
toolbox.
Yep, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a
You've
lift
got
to the
no
tournament.
chance.
Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Nope.
Could you repeat that?
I said
Trust me,
no.
son. Bridges out, failed shortcut, flying rock, wheel broke, be a strapping lad, get tools, fix wagon, get a lift to the tournament.
Okay then, bye. What if I can use the axe on those goats? No, I didn't say that. Okay, let's go and chop a tree down. Maybe I can chop this tree down.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river.
Perhaps there
Bad,
is.
I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
Well, I am going to chop down the tree. If there was. Actually. Was that the river back? Hang on. There was a wheel by the river. Where was that? Did I miss it? Is that where where I got my toolkit from?
A little elbow grease there, and nabs it.
I'm glad you're paying attention because I
Ooh, I'm a rob. No, I'm not. Enjoy your broken wheel.
let's have a look. Someone did say something about a broken wheel. Maybe if I go back.
We just moved this over to the left. Right there, a little more. And, bargain stopper.
Right, let's find this there it is. Nice one.
The wheel was very broken. I would have to find another solution.
That's a shame. Maybe I can repair it.
The wheel was already broken.
I've only got an axe, so I was thinking maybe I could chop it up and fabricate a new wheel. I don't think that's part of the game.
I would have to find
That's just me
another
improvising as an engineer. Right, okay, we're going to have to come back with a plan B now. So I need to improvise. I have to go into town. I think all the shops are shut now. I don't think Tesco sells wheels. I could try it.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll
See if we can get a bus into town.
These are terrible.
I think I know what you mean actually. There's like it's like a little village, isn't there? And you can go in there and rustling in a bush. It's never a good thing.
Not a kitty, not a kitty.
Okay. It's not a kitty. I won't go into that one either. No, I don't want to go that way. Ah, yes. Okay, no, you can't do that, so we're going to have to go this way.
The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade?
Pies.
A bakery.
Oh, look, that's a nice big wheel of bread.
Smelled delicious.
I have an idea.
Aha! I didn't see any reason why that stale bread wouldn't work for a wheel.
I've just swiped a stale loaf of bread. Probably should have gone into the blacksmith's and probably got a proper wheel in there.
Like a blacksmith shop of sorts.
Should have popped into Halford, shouldn't I? Oh look, and there's a wheel on the back wall all this time. This is Halford's then.
I borrowed enough for the day.
Okay, we'll use the bread instead of the actual wheel. I think the bread would be better. Nice one, Mrs. Synth Monkey. Oh, what was that?
A shortcut.
Let's go through the shortcut, shall we?
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
No, I guess not.
So yeah, it's you get the impression that you get the idea of what you're doing. It's kind of like you just flow through with the story really, and let's give him his bread
This
wheel.
might do the trick.
Lovely choice, boy. And thank the Yarblesnoofs, this bread is beyond stale. Hopefully it didn't pay too much. You have a face that just screams overcharged. I've got just the fix for that too. But we
It's
have
probably cheaper than ATS Euromaster.
This'll do the trick. Ooh, I'll just need to start
Better than a
operating
Michelin
for
Pro
it.
Sport,
Mr.
whatever it's
Fancy has
called.
a nibbling problem.
Pilot
All right,
Sports.
off we go. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket.
Probably a run flat.
Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you
Definitely run
interested?
flats on that.
No thanks. Not really interested.
Are you sure? They'll charge you double at the tournament. They're not as trustworthy as I am.
The price still seems really high to me.
Okay, you're twisting my turban here. I didn't pay you for such a deal, Deliberator. Final offer, half off the previously discounted rate. Come on, treat yourself, boy.
Well, what is the actual price?
Well, what do you know? It costs exactly that much. Thank you. Fortuitous fate meeting you, my boy. Here you are. Now, let's Vamanusi from this Meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time.
It probably is built the same. That's all I'm saying. So,
Mr. Fancy Cakes!
I've got to try and get into the tournament now.
We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup.
Yeah, don't ruin your uniform.
Working folk, especially when your pockets are full of riches.
Okay, so let's
Back away, back away. This area is unsafe for commoners.
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which is inexplicably missing.
We've ordered a temporary fix, but we're still sorting out the work order.
Well, with all the recent budget issues, I remain skeptical about the repairs.
Well, can't those knights check the list?
Need to sack your project manager.
Kyle and Larry, they're off duty. Don't ask.
You needn't worry. These night hopefuls will figure out a solution soon, and then we can carry on with the auditions.
Well, but I am a hopeful knight. If you just step aside, I'm confident that I could find a way across.
Daventry Decree 6645 states that a royal guard once commanded must never, under no circumstances, abandon his post while on duty.
Well, technically, Addendum 237A allows us to leave if someone is in distress and in need of assistance.
Ah, yes, I remember this bit.
Corrected.
I have to distract them somehow.
Beat of the Rubens fiasco. A tardy auditionee, however, hardly counts for distress. Sorry, but we can't leave our post. King's orders.
Right then, so I need to cause a distraction somehow. And if I remember rightly, there's a beehive here. Okay.
Come at me, bees!
Don't think that's what I wanted to do.
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous.
Here we go.
Abandon post!
Now, hopefully the bees will get them.
Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was...
This tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am...
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh. Not good.
Let's go and join. I think hopefully I can get across now.
Mind if I join your semicircle?
Let us big kids figure this one out.
Shh. Your hero is thinking.
Well, I know the answer, but I want to see how all of you will solve it. You look like a little man who wants to do big things.
Yes.
Leave me alone, guys. I'll figure this out by myself.
Let's try chopping the little tree, this very big tree down. Cool.
Over here, buddy.
Ah, you ass. Okay, I now have another plan.
Pardon me.
Yes, it's a very long-winded game. Like I said, it's we've just well, I mean, it's been an hour now since I've been on here. This is only the first chapter of the game as well. The first chapter goes on for hours. I mean, me and the Mrs. Synth Monkey, we've together between us, I think we've actually completed this, but it took weeks.
The tree was too heavy to move. I would need to chop it down to size. I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it any more.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always
So
asks
basically he's
about
given
that
up.
hatchet. It gets a tad annoying.
Huh?
Oh look, magic. Oh, you dope. I need some rope. So basically, yeah, that's maybe I can do another part of this at some other stage. But I think I'm going to call it a night, because this does go on for a long time. But it's a great game. It really is. I mean, once you get into it, it's your typical adventure game, really. Something I was going to try and do at some point was like the old Monkey Island games. Whether I would do it on the Amiga or the PC, I don't know. But Monkey Island was great. That's something I want to do at some point. Some of the old point-and-click games. But yeah, do you know what? I'm going to call it a night because yeah, I'm fairly tired. I've been working today and everything, and I know some of you have too. But I'm getting old. But yeah, next week I'm hoping if I could do a longer stream. Yeah, do you know, I've got a plan for next weekend. Hopefully it'll work. But it's all I'm saying is it's going to be a simulator. And yeah. So yeah, apologies if I'm cutting it short a bit tonight, but yeah, it's going to be a long-winded one if I carry on with this. But thank you ever so much for joining, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and you know, don't go out in the crappy weather if you don't have to. But yeah, thanks Simon, nice to have you on, mate, and thank you Mrs. Synth Monkey. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you on the next stream, fingers crossed. So I'm going to say bye for now, and yeah, see you again. Cheers.